Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know, on the Star Wars thing, I was listening to another video and they were talking about Kathleen Kennedy and her hatred for Star Wars, which is clear and present in everything she does. But it makes you wonder, where does that hate stem from? I mean, did George Lucas make her start every shift out under his desk? I mean, because she acts like she's been traumatized, like there's something friggin' horrific happened to her related to Star Wars, which is directly related to George Lucas. You know, it makes you wonder, where's her hate come from? Why does she hate the fans? Why does she hate men? Clearly she hates men. You know, and I have one other theory. You remember, I don't know how many of y'all know this, but when Lucas made Star Wars, he went against the Writers Guild, Actors Guild, whatever that guild is in Hollywood, and he got the movie made on his own merit. He worked it out, and so basically he did what he wanted to without Hollywood's authority over him. So now that Disney owns it, and I'm sure on some level they're connected to Hollywood, are they destroying Star Wars, which he referred to Star Wars as his children? Are they destroying Star Wars to get back at him, like a giant FU to George? Like, yeah, you might have made it, but we're going to burn it down all around you while you're still living. You know, just that level of vindictiveness. Because, it could be a third option. I honestly don't know what it is. You know, it could be this whole woke crap, and, they're trying to, they only bought Star Wars because it came with an inset audience, billions of people. I mean, most people know what Star Wars is, and they could push that woke BS out to the masses easier. I mean, every decision they've made is antithetical to what Star Wars is and was. I mean, it's clear and obvious that no one there, short of watching the movies and, they know anything about it. They don't know all the lore, the EU. They've heard of the EU. They heard of it enough to say we're not going to use any of it, but then they, pick and pull from it when they feel like it, because they're a bunch of hack writers and they can't come up with anything on their own that's worth a damn. I mean, and even when they accidentally do something good, like they didn't know what they had when the first season of Mandalorian came out. And, then at the end of season 2, Favreau, quote unquote, went behind Kathleen Kennedy's back and snuck Mark Hamill in there to do the Luke Skywalker part. And, let's set aside the stupid fucking people, pardon my French, sorry. Setting aside the fake criers and the shills and the people that watched it just so they could, cry on video about it, which is ridiculous. I just look at all those people as they got some serious emotional problems. Stems a lot deeper than Star Wars. But, I forgot, where was I going with that? Oh, and then as soon as, Kathleen Kennedy sees this, she flips her wig and goes out of her way to ruin what was set up in the second season. I haven't even watched the third season of The Mandalorian. Actually, I stopped giving Disney money when they fired Gina. I canceled them that morning. I woke up to the news and I canceled it before I went to work. I'm like, no, I don't think so, Tim. Because she didn't want to put pronouns in her friggin' bio. Give me it. You know, they were just looking for a reason. And, you know, she was a popular character. You know, and Kathleen Kennedy's this, you know, quote unquote feminist. Yeah, right. She's just pushing the woke agenda. Right? Because if she was a true feminist, she would have seen the strength in Gina. But I think what she's seen was Gina's a good person. And people latched on to that. People instinctively latch on to good. They just do. You know? That's why everybody loved Luke Skywalker. That's why everybody loves Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill, he's turned into a real POS, but the character Luke Skywalker, everybody still loves. And as soon as Favreau put him in there, man, she had to figure out a way to ruin it. And, you know, common sense would tell you that too much of any good thing is a bad thing. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter. Water, you'll drown in it if you have too much. It doesn't matter. You know? And just like Grogu, you know, using him to a ridiculous extent, and then this is the way. I heard in a video that they said it 187 times. 187 in the third season. I don't know if that was a, you know, a coincidence, going on the whole 187 thing. You know, murder was the death that they gave me, that whole deal. But they killed the Mandalorian show with that. Every time they do something good, they go, oh crap, well, they like that. Let's see how we have to screw this up. I mean, we got to do the opposite or just do something that totally screws it up. You know, and that whole deal with the Darksaber and what's her nuts? I can't think of her name right now. The red-haired chick, the sister. I mean, if you go back to the Clone Wars cartoon, the feel of the whole Darksaber storyline in The Mandalorian, it feels totally different than it did back then, you know, when George Lucas was running everything. I mean, Disney's a freaking cancer on Star Wars. And Indiana Jones, and Marvel, and basically everything they touch. And, you know, they know the human the mindset, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Anyways, they know what works and what doesn't. It's been mapped. They know, you know, A plus B equals C. You know, 2 plus 2 equals 4. If you do 2 plus 2 equals 5, that messes things up. Don't do 2 plus 2 equals 5. And all they've done is 2 plus 2 equals 5. And when they accidentally get the math right, like I said, they got to turn right back around and mess it up. So it's like they're trying to destroy the Disney company, just like Anheuser-Busch is destroying themselves, and you know, Gillette, they tried killing themselves. I mean, every aspect of wokeism is cancer to whatever it touches. You know, look at the United States government. Just look at it now, and look what it's full of. I mean, we're living in Spaceballs. I mean, we really are. We're living in frickin' Spaceballs, which is more accurate to Star Wars than anything Disney's put out, just about. At least on purpose. Like, they accidentally get things right, but mostly wrong. And, you know, At this point, with everything that was established under Lucas and everything that fans, true fans, not just the we go watch the movie once normies, or we watch it 5 or 6 times normies, the people that play the games, that read the books, that do the role playing, the whole night, the real true fans, they could go get those people, the people that really know it inside now. The people that know that Tatooine is a planet on the outskirts of the solar system that is not a big deal, that was only a big deal because that's where Luke Skywalker was and the story was based around him, and then they left that planet. It's like Disney, the only thing they can do is Tatooine, just about. And I'm just rambling at this point. It just drives me nuts. And it's not just Star Wars. It's everything. Anyways, it's just while I was driving, thoughts that I was having rant. If you watched it, hope you enjoyed. I'm sure there'll be another one. These people are constantly pissing me off. Thanks for watching.